The Kardashians is a reality series that differs significantly from its predecessor, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The most significant change has been the shift away from the sisters' personal lives, as the series now tends to focus on the promotion of Kardashian-Jenner business empire, with the sisters now acting as executive producers and maintaining control over what narratives are shared on their reality series. What is shown on the Kardashians tends to be an extension of their social media presence, which presents a tightly controlled narrative about their lives. Due to unfortunate circumstances in her personal life, the exception to this rule has been the middle sister, Khloé Kardashian. It appears from the recent revisit of their marriage in Season 6 of The Kardashians that Khloé has learned some lessons since her time with Lamar Odom. What the meeting between the exes made clear was that Khloé underwent a great deal of trauma not only throughout the marriage, but during the divorce and its aftermath as well. Although the scene between Khloé and Lamar appeared to be intended to show closure, it actually revealed that Khloé still has healing to do after this relationship. The fallout from her relationship with Lamar overtook her romantic life for years to follow, and it has been refreshing to see Khloé finally take steps toward changing this pattern. Khloé's conversation with Lamar exposed her marital demons in a confessional discussing her meeting with Lamar. Khloé claimed she didn't have any emotion over it, since she had been through so much trauma and heartbreak over the love of her life already. She said she had to learn how to unlove him, and that it felt like she had gone through a death. This is something the sisters have frequently said among themselves, that mourning the loss of a committed relationship is like a death in the family. When Lamar referred to Khloé as his wife during the moment, when she was returning his sentimental objects that she had held onto for safekeeping, she initially claimed it didn't faze her, since now, to her, his words are empty. The rationalization of viewing the words of others as meaningless is a defense mechanism that has served Khloé to keep herself safe after having learned hard lessons about how easily the people you allow into your life can lie to you when it serves them. But it is also a sign she hasn't healed from the harm this realization has caused. When the conversation in the emotionally charged scene lulled, Khloé pushed Lamar to be honest with her about how he was doing. The NBA superstar seemed overwhelmed at having to actually confront his emotions. Instead of answering her question, he observed that he had put her through a lot, which Khloé acknowledged was true. Eventually, Lamar confessed his love for her would never go away, which didn't seem to surprise Khloé. With Khloé's attitude that Lamar's words are meaningless, and her knowledge that she prioritized him in their marriage to the point she lost track of herself, it is easy to see how his overtures to attempt to win her back romantically could be interpreted as self-serving. Khloé's marriage stifled her romantic life. Khloé admitted that she felt at some points she had lost herself trying to save Lamar from his choices. When Lamar got overly comfortable during their visit, calling her his wife and babe, Khloé's real feelings began to show through her polite facade. She suddenly felt the need to remind him that he didn't have the right to be so familiar, since they hadn't spoken in over a decade, and the last time she saw him he was on drugs and incapable of speech. Khloé admitted that looking back at her relationship with Lamar, she had been naive and trusting, traits which she claimed she would never get back. Some of the anger and frustration that made its way into the conversation also seems like latent emotions from her relationship with co-parent Tristan Thompson, with whom Khloé also was naively trusting in pursuit of the Disney-centric romantic ideal that the Kardashian sisters seem to share. Thompson also lied to Khloé and embarrassed himself on the global stage with his cheating scandals. Now entering her 40s, Khloé is determined to maintain her boundaries, but it seems like there is still room for healing considering the way she lashed out at Lamar, however understandable her anger may be. For Khloé, Lamar glossing over his misbehavior was clearly a trigger because the polite facade she was maintaining slipped, and that only happens when your real emotions take over. When Khloé was later relaying what happened to her astute sister Kim Kardashian, Kim found herself feeling sentimental about the flowers and cake that Lamar had brought in an effort to woo her sister. It was a change to see her stop and catch herself while admitting she shouldn't be so overwhelmed by such a minimal overture. The sisters seem to be learning that the romantic fantasy they have harbored so far isn't serving them any longer. Khloé, in particular, seems ready to move on from the stifled romantic life she has had since her marriage to Lamar. But she needs to take her sister's advice and give therapy another try.